Hi, I'm Valerie Bodell. Welcome to the Dialogue Trio. This is a series of 3 related courses. You can take any one, any 2, or all 3. They are related, but none of them are prerequisites of each other. The courses are Everyday Talk, Obfuscation and Confusion, and Nonverbal Dialogue. Each of the courses is a 5-week, 1-credit course, and there are no books to buy for any of them. Yes, I have a cheat sheet here if you see me look down. And this introduction I'm going to do is for all 3 courses. I will hopefully write this in D2L, but once you've seen the introduction, you don't need to watch it again if you take any of the other 2 courses. So the course information for each course and the syllabus is in D2L, but there's a couple things I wanted to let you know in particular. One is that the best way to contact me is by email. I generally respond to emails within 24 hours, but I check my email less often on the weekends. Please do not wait until Sunday afternoon to read your assignment and realize that you don't know what you're supposed to do. Read the assignments early in the week. Email me with any questions or issues while I have time to help you. If you want to talk to me, call me at 423-439-7182, and you can leave a number there if it's after business hours. Or if you would like to meet in person, just give me a call or send me an email and we'll arrange a time to meet. All right, this is important. To pass this class, you must complete 1 assignment from each week's choices due by the due date for that week and get a passing grade on that assignment. I'm going to say it again. To pass this class, you must complete 1 assignment from each week's choices due by the due date for that week and get a passing grade on that assignment. So you choose which assignments to do. You can choose how many to do, but you have to do at least 1 every week. You can do any more that you'd like from any of the week's choices. Just turn them in before your final paper is due. And your grade will be based on 100 points. So you should always be able to tell what your grade is and how hard you need to work to get the grade you want. All right. If you choose to do discussions, to get full credit for discussions, you must participate in the conversation, not just reiterate what your classmates have written. Consider getting your post down in your own words before reading what your classmates have written. I'll be looking for a paragraph or 2 that presents your point of view or your opinion or your argument and backs it up with examples from the reading. Replying with just something akin to "I agree" will not be enough. You will need to take it a step further or add something new to the conversation. I don't care about spelling or grammar so much on discussions, just that you're getting the point. Something else I should probably point out here is that most of the assignments require you to reference the readings or resources for that week. Usually maybe 2, but definitely usually 1. I'm saying usually because some of the assignments don't actually require that, but read your assignments carefully. If I ask you to reference a particular resource, be sure to do that. Part of the point is, can this person follow directions? Can they complete the assignments? Okay, all right. Each class has an open discussion board. Feel free to post anything you want on that board. It doesn't have to be class related. Be aware that I read every post. All right. Your final assignment is a formal paper, 5 to 7 pages or more, 1,000 to 1,500 words or more. And when I say formal, that means I will be looking for an introduction with a thesis statement, a body, and a conclusion with works cited. I will want to see complete sentences and paragraphs, no bullet points, and I want your ideas to be in a logical, rational progression from thesis statement down through your ideas or opinions or whatever your paper is going to be, down to your conclusion. If you would like to turn in a draft, feel free to do so. I encourage you to. Please turn it in early enough for me to make suggestions and for you to make any changes that you would like to make. I also am using Turnitin, and I've actually opened it for every assignment that's turned into the Dropbox. So feel free to use it. Feel free to try it out. I was kind of curious when I was a student as to what the heck people saw when they used that. So if you want to use it, feel free. The way to use it is turn your assignment in to the Dropbox as usual. If you don't want me to read that submission just as your subject or as a little note, put don't read this. Or if it's a draft, put draft. Give the Turnitin application about 15 minutes to do its thing. And then you will see a little rectangle with a number and a color. Click on that rectangle and you'll see the same report that I see. A word of caution, it's not all that useful unless you really read it, really pay attention to what it says. All right, that's it for class information and mechanics. The only other thing I wanted to say for all of the classes is a definition of the topic. It's traditional to start your classes by defining the topic, and I think that's really useful, although I also think that definitions are pretty slippery. So I've picked out a couple just to give you an idea of what kinds of definitions you might find and my opinions of them, which you don't have to agree. In fact, I kind of welcome people to disagree or present their own points of view. Don't be shy. All right. So if you look in a couple dictionaries, you might find dialogue defined as conversation that explores important issues. Well, I had a problem with the subjective use of important. So what's important to you may not be important to me. And what's really important to me before dinner, I may not give a hoot about after dinner. So I looked for some more to give you more choices just to think about. Another is from Paul Tybalt. He's a professor of linguistics and communication at Agder University in Norway, and in the Encyclopedia of Semiotics, he defines dialogue as a structured exchange of messages, both verbal and nonverbal. Well, I got stuck on messages. Does that actually mean communication between people? Did you get what I was saying, or did it pass right over your head? So I kept looking to give you more choices. I know, I'm probably making you crazy at this point. But I wondered if I could just define dialogue as broadly as communication. And for me, if you take communication to mean a meaningful exchange, in other words, you understand what I'm saying, I understand what you're saying, and together we come to a conclusion. We may not agree at the end, but we've discussed it and we've understood each other. Here's one from John Cataldo. He's the director of the Department of Art Education at the Philadelphia College of Art. And he explains dialogue as our resolution of incoming data into comprehensible forms, which completes the act of communication with closure. And I think this definition is pretty accurate for me. It's pretty wordy, pretty pedantic, but I guess that covers it as long as you feel that communication with closure includes us understanding each other and actually communicating, not talking about different things at the same time. Okay, I just wanted to give you something to think about, and I look forward to working with you the next couple of weeks. Thank you.